Hey guys, Adam here, and today I want to share with you what I believe are the most important marketing strategies you need to use this year. That is, if you want your marketing to work. Because it's no secret that things have changed. Last year was weird, and in many ways it permanently changed the way that consumers interact and engage with brands and businesses. There's a quote by Henry Ford that goes, "If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got." But this isn't the case anymore. Now, if you always do what you've always done, you're going to be very disappointed, because again, things have changed. And that's why I spent the last 8 hours poring through blogs and videos and podcasts and interviews with other marketing experts to try to see what they thought the future of marketing would be. And the internet did not disappoint. In fact, my research returned hundreds, if not thousands, of different ideas and strategies and tactics and trends and predictions, all of which claiming that their way was the future of marketing. The ideas that were proposed ranged all the way from our good old friend blogging, all the way up to building virtual reality communities, cause that'll happen this year, and everything in between. In fact, just one website that I found offered over 100 different predictions for content marketing alone. Now, it's a good blog post full of some great ideas and proposed by some really smart people. However, when you make more than 100 different predictions, it's safe to say that at least some of them are going to be right. But there's a couple problems with this. First is, who's actually going to incorporate over 100 different ideas into their marketing campaign? That's bananas. So if you're not going to incorporate 100 different ideas because you're a human and you need to sleep at some point, well then how do you separate the good from the bad? What's going to work and what just sounds nice and seems cool right now? Don't worry, I've got your back. And I've summarized all of my findings into 3 different categories. First, I'll give you a high-level strategy, kind of like a filter or a mindset to approach all of your marketing with that'll help make sure that you're on the right track. Then, I'll give you a mid-level strategy, something that you can start thinking about and incorporating into your marketing right now. This one is solid, it will work, and it's growing in popularity year after year after year. And then, I'll give you a tactical tactic that you can start to use today, if you dare. And it all starts with strategic alignment. The conventional marketing advice and wisdom out there to do everything and be everywhere, well, it's going to continue to lose popularity and steam as more of your ideal customers are going to continue to double down on their preferred platforms and become a little more loyal and a little more deeply involved with a select few, rather than spreading themselves thin across all of the different options available. So doing everything and being everywhere just won't be that effective because your customers, they're not everywhere. Rather, they're focused on a select 1, 2, maybe 3 channels, but they're spending a ton more time there. So it only makes sense to be present and active where your ideal target market is present and active. This is why the most important thing you want to be thinking about moving into next year is that you have strategic alignment between your market, your message, and your media. You want to be able to go deep rather than broad and spreading yourself too thin. So what strategic alignment is really all about is finding a match and alignment between the market, the message, and the media. Essentially doing the right things in the right place for the right people. Defining your ideal target market means that you'll be able to attract the right people. Understanding your target market's biggest pains and problems and frustrations means that you'll be able to deliver the right message. And knowing where your ideal target market is present and active online means that you'll be able to identify and then prioritize the right place. It sounds pretty straightforward. After all, who would want to be doing the wrong things in the wrong place for the wrong people? And yet I see this all the time. And this occurs because most businesses are building out their marketing backwards. You see, the way most businesses, most entrepreneurs, most marketers approach their marketing is, well, first they hear about some shiny new object or important marketing trend that they just have to be aware of and have to be a part of, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever. So they decide to go there. Once they're there, well, they try to get a feel for the place and figure out what to say. Sometimes it works and connects. Most times it doesn't. Then, and only then, do they take a look around only to realize that none of their target market is even on that platform. Or if they are, well, they're resonating and reacting to a completely different message than the one that the brand or business is putting forward. But by then, it's too late. That's why the entire process needs to be flipped around. So instead of backwards, it becomes strategic and profitable. Starting by defining your ideal target market, moving on to the message that's going to best resonate and connect with them, and then and only then choosing the right media platforms for your business. That, my friend, is strategic alignment, and it's crucial for your success. All right, now let's talk about a mid-level strategy and something that you can and definitely should be looking at moving into this year. It shouldn't be surprising that video marketing came up as one of the most popular trends of last year, and the year before, and the year before that too. After all, it's been growing in popularity both among consumers and brands and businesses as an effective means of communication, and it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. In fact, I'd even go so far as to predict that video marketing is going to be one of the major marketing trends for at least the next 5 years, which in marketing years is like 100 years. That's how confident I am. But it's not just me that believes in the power of video marketing, so let me back it up with some statistics. 92% of marketers say that video is an important part of their marketing strategy, and 99% of marketers who are currently using video are going to continue to do so. People will spend an average of 100 minutes a day watching online video in 2021, and 6 out of 10 people would rather watch online video than TV. Mobile video consumption, as in videos watched on your phone, well, it continues to rise 100% year over year. And by 2022, online video will make up more than 82% of all online consumer traffic. For reference, that's 15 times higher than it was just back in 2017. The takeaway point here is that consumers want you to make more video content, and so do the social media platforms and the algorithms behind it, because more video content means more people on the platforms, which means more revenue. So they're going to prioritize your video content over somebody else's text-based or visual or graphic type content. So on the topic of video, let's get tactical with a tactic that you can start to use right now. The beauty of this tactic is it takes absolutely no money, and you can get started today just with your phone and a little bit of courage. The tactic I'm talking about here is live video. Just in case you're not already familiar with live video, or live streaming as it's also known, it's essentially the same as any other kind of video marketing, except in regular video marketing where you would record a video, then edit it, then upload it. Well, with live video, you just press go live. No recording, no editing, just you and your live audience. Now I appreciate, if you've never done that before, it sounds terrifying, but I assure you, it's not as scary as it might sound. First of all, the expectations that your audience has from you when you're doing a live video are significantly less than with a pre-recorded video, because they know that you're going live. Next, the whole real and raw and authentic vibe that you get by doing a live video, well, it makes you more relatable and more human, both of which are really good things to have in your marketing today. Plus, with live video, you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. Complicated options include setting up a complete live streaming studio with cameras and microphones and lighting and all of the bells and whistles. And simple, and arguably just as effective, going live straight from your phone. In fact, if you're just getting started, my advice would be to just go live from your phone. First, pick your favorite social media platform, ideally one that has that strategic alignment element and your customers are present and active on. Then, make sure you've got the appropriate app on your phone, and then just click go live and start talking and sharing and engaging and connecting with your audience. If it still sounds a little too scary though, I appreciate that. So hopefully these statistics will persuade you that a little bit of being uncomfortable is going to be worth it for the business growth aspects that live video can deliver. First of all, 57% of marketers use live video. 80% of consumers would rather watch live video than read a blog. If you're really stuck on trying to choose the best live video platform, well, 70% of consumers prefer to watch live video on YouTube over other platforms. On the other hand, if you do make live videos on Facebook, well, they're 4 times more likely to be watched than a pre-recorded video, which is why this is definitely something you want to find a way to incorporate into your overall marketing strategy. Now, these are by far some of the most important things you need to consider when it comes to your marketing strategy. But if you'd also like some of the more cutting edge and lesser known strategies, then make sure to check out the video I have linked up right here on digital marketing trends. So check that out now, and I'll see you in the next episode.